If you could take a peek into a millionaire's daily life, what do you think you'd see? Fancy cars, luxurious mansions, dream vacations? While that's what the media often highlights, true wealth doesn't start with material possessions. It begins with habits. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, always emphasizes that the difference between the rich and the poor isn't just about how much money they have, but what they do daily to build and multiply their wealth. Many people believe that getting rich is a matter of luck, a stroke of genius, or even a high salary. But in reality, most millionaires have built their fortunes through small daily decisions, smart financial habits, and a long-term strategic mindset. While most people work to earn money, the rich develop habits that make money work for them. But what are these habits? How do millionaires manage their time, invest their resources, and make decisions that set them apart from the majority? And most importantly, what can we learn and apply in our own lives, regardless of our current situation? In this script, we'll explore the daily habits of millionaires through the lens of Robert Kiyosaki's teachings, from the way they think about money to the concrete practices that elevate them to a higher financial level. You'll discover how small changes can have a profound impact on your financial future. After all, success doesn't happen by chance. It is built every day, one habit at a time. One of the biggest differences between millionaires and those who struggle financially lies in what they learn and how they apply that knowledge. Robert Kiyosaki repeatedly emphasizes that financial education is the key to building wealth, and the rich make it a daily habit. While many people spend hours consuming superficial entertainment, millionaires invest their time in learning about money, investments, business, and economics. They understand that the traditional education system teaches people how to work for money, but doesn't teach them how to make money work for them. That's why they seek knowledge on their own through books, courses, mentorships, and real-world experiences. Kiyosaki highlights that his journey to wealth began when he started questioning what he really knew about money. His rich dad encouraged him to read finance books, study how the wealthy think, and, most importantly, apply that knowledge in practice. He realized that those trapped in a cycle of financial struggle often avoid learning about money because they see it as complicated or boring. However, millionaires make financial education a daily priority. They read books on investments and financial strategies, keep up with market trends, analyze businesses, and attend events that expand their knowledge. More importantly, they apply what they learn. After all, consuming knowledge without putting it into practice is useless. The good news is that this habit is accessible to anyone. You don't have to be a millionaire to start learning about money. It can be a book on personal finance, an online course on investments, or even a conversation with someone knowledgeable about the subject. The key is to make financial learning a daily habit. In the long run, this small change can transform your mindset, your decisions, and ultimately your financial reality. Because in the game of money, the winner isn't the one who works the hardest, it's the one who plays the smartest. One of the most powerful financial habits Robert Kiyosaki teaches is the principle of paying yourself first. While simple in theory, this concept is often overlooked by those struggling financially. But for millionaires, it is one of the fundamental pillars of building wealth. Most people do the opposite. They receive their paycheck, pay bills, settle debts, spend on leisure, and if anything is left, which rarely happens, they try to save. The problem is that there's almost never any money left because expenses always seem to grow in proportion to income. Kiyosaki argues that this mindset keeps people trapped in the rat race, where they work hard but never make real financial progress. Millionaires, on the other hand, follow a different principle. As soon as they receive money before paying any bills, they set aside a portion for investments and assets that will generate more money in the future. This amount can go towards stocks, real estate, businesses, or any other source of passive income. But how is it possible to pay yourself first when there are so many bills and obligations? Kiyosaki explains that this strategy forces you to be creative and disciplined with your finances. When you prioritize your investments before your expenses, you're compelled to find ways to cut unnecessary costs, negotiate better deals on your bills, and even increase your income. Many people say they can't save because they don't earn enough. But this is a matter of habit, not income. There are people who make a lot of money but spend it all, and others who earn little yet build wealth because they have financial discipline. The secret lies in making investing a non-negotiable commitment. When this habit is maintained over time, it transforms your financial reality. Little by little, your money starts working for you instead of the other way around. What may seem like a small amount today gradually turns into a solid asset that secures your financial freedom. The wealthy understand that building wealth isn't about how much you earn, but how you manage and multiply what you earn. That's why paying yourself first isn't just advice, it's an essential habit for escaping the rat race and stepping into the world of financial independence. Millionaires also understand that relying on a single source of income is a huge risk. Robert Kiyosaki consistently emphasizes that true financial security comes from diversification, that is, creating multiple streams of income. This is a habit the wealthy cultivate daily because they know that depending solely on a paycheck leaves them vulnerable to market and economic changes. Most people have only one source of income, their job. They work to earn a paycheck, and if they lose that job, their entire financial structure collapses. Millionaires think differently. They are always looking for ways to generate money from multiple sources, minimizing risks and increasing growth opportunities. The most valuable lesson here is that anyone can start. You don't have to be wealthy to create a second source of income. It could be a small investment, a freelance gig, an online business, or any other initiative that puts extra money in your pocket. The key is to develop the mindset that your financial future shouldn't depend on just one income stream. Millionaires understand that financial freedom comes from multiplying assets and diversifying income. While most people work to earn money, they make money work for them, and it all starts with the daily habit of seeking new income opportunities. One of the most defining traits of millionaires is their ability to think and act with a long-term vision. Robert Kiyosaki often points out how most people make financial decisions based on short-term needs, while the wealthy focus on strategies that will benefit them in the future. But how do they do this in practice? First, they seek investments that generate continuous returns, such as rental properties, stock dividends, or automated businesses. They also build sources of passive income earnings that keep coming in even when they're not actively working. For example, an entrepreneur may have their main business as a primary income source, but also invest in the stock market, own rental properties, and write a book that generates royalties. This way, if one income stream is disrupted, they still have others ensuring their financial stability. Another key point is that millionaires don't wait to have extra money to start creating new income streams. They understand that everything begins with a small step, investing a little each month, learning about a new market, or starting a side project. Over time, these small habits add up and completely transform their financial future. Most people make financial decisions based on short-term thinking. They spend everything they earn, seek immediate gratification, and don't plan for the future. The wealthy do the exact opposite. They have patience, build wealth strategically, and always focus on results that may take years or even decades to materialize. This habit of long-term thinking shows up in many ways in a millionaire's daily life. Instead of buying liabilities that only drain money like luxury cars and unnecessary possessions, they invest in assets that appreciate over time. Rather than spending everything now, they reinvest their earnings to reap much greater rewards in the future. A classic example of this is real estate investment. Many people see a house or apartment as an expense or a financial burden. Millionaires, however, view these assets as sources of income and wealth accumulation. They understand that a property can generate consistent cash flow through rent while also increasing in value over the years. Another example is the stock market. While many try to get rich quickly through speculation, the wealthy prefer to invest patiently, holding strong companies in their portfolios for decades. They know that the true power of investing lies in compound interest, which delivers significant results only to those who maintain long-term discipline. This mindset extends even to personal development. Millionaires don't look for shortcuts or quick fixes. They understand that the knowledge and skills they acquire today may take years to yield the desired returns. But in the end, those returns are exponential. The key is to avoid the trap of instant gratification. While many people spend impulsively to enjoy the moment, millionaires ask themselves, will this help me build wealth in the future? If the answer is no, they choose to delay immediate pleasure in favor of a much greater benefit down the road. The lesson here is clear. Building wealth isn't an event, it's a process. Financial success doesn't come from one brilliant decision, but from daily habits that accumulate over time. A long-term mindset is what separates those who build a financial empire from those who live paycheck to paycheck. Many people believe that millionaires spend money extravagantly, but the reality is quite different. Robert Kiyosaki teaches that true wealth isn't just about how much you earn, it's about how you manage and multiply your money. The wealthy have a fundamental habit that sets them apart. They control their spending strategically and intelligently. This doesn't mean they are stingy or don't enjoy life. On the contrary, they understand the difference between spending on liabilities and investing in assets. While most people spend money on depreciating goods, such as luxury cars, expensive clothes, and electronics, millionaires prioritize using their money for investments that will generate more wealth in the future. For example, Kiyosaki often emphasizes the importance of reinvesting profits into businesses, real estate, stocks, or any other form of passive income before considering luxury purchases. The wealthy live well, but they do so based on the cash flow generated by their assets, not by sacrificing their wealth to fund an unsustainable lifestyle. Another key aspect of this habit is planning. Millionaires don't leave their finances to chance. They know exactly where their money is going. They constantly analyze their expenses and adjust their spending habits as needed. It's not about cutting costs indiscriminately, but rather spending consciously. Additionally, the wealthy avoid bad debt. While most people finance consumer goods that provide no financial return, millionaires use credit strategically, for example, to acquire rental properties or invest in profitable businesses. They understand that smart leverage can accelerate wealth building, but irresponsible debt can become a financial trap. The key takeaway here is that financial freedom doesn't come just from earning more money, it comes from managing what you already have wisely. Millionaires have a deep respect for money and make financial decisions based on the future, not just momentary pleasure. The secret lies in changing how you view money. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" millionaires ask, "Will this bring me a return in the future?" This simple mindset shift can completely transform your relationship with money and pave the way to true financial independence. One of the least talked about secrets of millionaires, but one that Robert Kiyosaki frequently emphasizes, is that wealth is not built alone. Financial success is directly tied to the network of contacts you build over time. Millionaires understand that their relationships are valuable assets, and they make a point to nurture them every day. Most people see money as an individual game. They work, earn a salary, pay their bills, and try to save. But the wealthy think differently. They know that money and opportunities flow through people. Great businesses aren't built in isolation. They result from partnerships, connections, and the ability to surround themselves with individuals who share the same growth mindset. So how do they do this? First, they seek environments where they can meet people who add value to their journey. They attend networking events, join investor groups, interact with entrepreneurs, and maintain close relationships with mentors. They understand that every conversation can bring a powerful insight, a new investment opportunity, or even a profitable partnership. Moreover, millionaires focus on adding value before asking for anything in return. While many people see relationships as a one-way street trying to take advantage of others, the wealthy prioritize building genuine connections, offering help and support even before they need assistance themselves. They understand that by contributing to the growth of others, they create an environment where opportunities arise naturally. Another crucial aspect of this habit is that millionaires avoid surrounding themselves with people who have a negative mindset or discourage their growth. Kiyosaki emphasizes that one of the main reasons many people never achieve wealth is that they are constantly surrounded by individuals who reinforce limiting beliefs about money. Millionaires, on the other hand, are intentional about keeping close to those who inspire them to grow, learn, and explore new opportunities. The key takeaway here is that financial success doesn't happen in isolation. Surrounding yourself with the right people can dramatically accelerate your growth and open doors that would otherwise remain closed. Every day, millionaires invest time and energy in strengthening their connections because they know that true power isn't just in what they know, but in who they know and how those connections can transform their financial opportunities. One of the biggest differences between millionaires and those who remain financially stagnant is how they handle risk. Robert Kiyosaki teaches that the fear of losing money is what prevents most people from achieving wealth. While many avoid any kind of risk, millionaires understand that financial growth requires the courage and strategy to take calculated risks. Most people seek security. They want a stable job, a fixed salary, and they avoid investments that involve uncertainty. The problem with this mindset is that security often leads to stagnation. Those who simply save money in a low-yield account, avoid entrepreneurship, or shy away from investment opportunities end up trapped in the rat race, never truly building wealth. Millionaires think differently. They understand that every investment carries some level of risk, but instead of avoiding it, they learn how to manage it. This means studying, understanding the rules of the game, and making decisions based on knowledge rather than emotions. Kiyosaki often says that the best way to reduce risk is to increase your financial education. He himself experienced ups and downs in business and investing, but he learned from every mistake, refined his strategies, and became an even smarter investor. Millionaires aren't afraid of making mistakes. They see them as part of the learning and growth process. Another essential point is that millionaires never bet everything on a single move. Instead of putting all their money into one risky investment, they diversify their bets and always have a backup plan. They carefully analyze potential scenarios before taking action. And when they do take risks, it's because they've done their research and trust their decision. That's why one of the daily habits of millionaires is constantly evaluating opportunities and taking small actions that, over time, add up to massive results. They ask themselves, where can I invest my money to make it grow? Rather than letting their resources sit idle or wasting them on unnecessary expenses. The key lesson here is that wealth isn't built inside the comfort zone. Millionaires understand that financial growth requires courage, intelligence, and strategy to navigate risks. While many remain paralyzed by the fear of losing, the wealthy move forward, learn from their mistakes, and build financial empires because they know that the greatest risk of all is doing nothing. If there's one factor that separates millionaires from those who never achieve financial freedom, it's discipline. Robert Kiyosaki teaches that wealth isn't built overnight. It requires consistency, strong habits, and a long-term mindset. Most people look for shortcuts. They want to get rich quickly, find a miracle investment, or discover an easy way to make money. However, millionaires understand that true wealth is built one day at a time through discipline and commitment. This means that while many give up when faced with challenges, the wealthy stay firm in their strategies. They keep investing even when the market is down, continue learning even when it seems like nothing is working, and maintain their financial habits even when they don't see immediate results. Kiyosaki constantly emphasizes that the game of money requires patience. He himself took years to build his financial independence and went through difficult times. But he never stopped investing in assets, seeking knowledge, and refining his financial skills. And that's the key point. Millionaires don't let their emotions dictate their decisions. Discipline also applies to spending habits. While many people impulsively spend extra money as soon as they receive it, the wealthy stay focused on investments and assets. They understand that every small financial decision contributes to a bigger future, which is why they don't get carried away by temporary desires. Additionally, they follow strict routines. They commit to reading about finance daily, tracking their investments, analyzing business opportunities, and continuously improving their skills. They don't leave their finances to chance. They make sure to have full control over their choices. The secret to wealth lies in the repetition of the right habits over time. It's not enough to make one good financial decision today and then fall back into old habits tomorrow. Millionaires understand that success is a marathon, not a short sprint. The key lesson here is that it's not what you do occasionally that changes your financial life. It's what you do every single day. Financial discipline, long-term thinking, and consistency are the most powerful tools of the wealthy. And the good news is that anyone can develop these same qualities. One of the biggest differences between millionaires and most people is how they approach life's challenges. Robert Kiyosaki teaches that the rich don't run from problems, they turn them into opportunities. While many see difficulties as insurmountable obstacles, millionaires view them as chances for growth and wealth creation. The truth is, the world is full of problems waiting to be solved. And those who find solutions to these problems are often rewarded financially. Think of great entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, or Steve Jobs. They all built financial empires because they identified market challenges and created innovative solutions. Millionaires make this a daily habit. They analyze the problems around them and ask, how can I turn this into an opportunity? Instead of complaining about the economy, they study how they can profit from market shifts. Instead of avoiding crises, they find ways to grow during difficult times. Kiyosaki emphasizes this in Rich Dad, Poor Dad when he shares how his rich dad always said, "Financial problems aren't the problem. The problem is how you think about them." The right mindset can turn any situation, no matter how challenging, into an opportunity for learning, growth, and wealth. Moreover, the wealthy aren't afraid of failure. They understand that every mistake carries a valuable lesson. Instead of giving up, they use their failures as stepping stones to reach even greater heights. Kiyosaki himself went bankrupt before becoming a millionaire, but every challenge he faced made him financially smarter. Most people see problems and give up. Millionaires see problems and take action. They ask themselves, how can I profit from this? What can I learn from this situation? How can I create value for others through this challenge? The key lesson here is that wealth is often hidden in the challenges most people avoid. Those who train their minds to seek solutions instead of excuses are the ones who ultimately build fortune over time. If there's one common habit among all millionaires, it's their relentless pursuit of learning. Robert Kiyosaki teaches that the financial world is constantly evolving and that those who stop learning will inevitably fall behind. The wealthy understand that knowledge is the most powerful tool for building and maintaining wealth. Advice from others without truly understanding what they're doing. Millionaires, on the other hand, take full responsibility for their financial education. They don't just rely on financial advisors or market analysts. They seek to understand the principles behind wealth creation themselves. This commitment to continuous learning is what sets them apart. While most people spend years studying to land a job but never learn how to manage or grow their money, millionaires make it a priority to understand how money really works. They read books on investing, follow market trends, study business strategies, and stay up to date on new opportunities. Kiyosaki warns that one of the biggest financial mistakes is blindly trusting experts without personally understanding the concepts. Many people lose money because they invest without knowledge, buy assets without knowing how to evaluate them, or follow financial advice without questioning its validity. Wrong advice simply because they never took the time to study. The wealthy avoid this mistake by constantly investing in their own education. But millionaire learning isn't limited to just finances. They also study personal development, leadership, communication, and innovation. They know that the more skills they acquire, the more valuable they become in the world of business and investing. An informed entrepreneur can make better decisions, spot opportunities before others, and adapt quickly to market changes. Another crucial point is that millionaires learn not just from books and courses, but also from experiences and failures. They test, fail, adjust their approach, and try again, always extracting valuable lessons from each situation. They see every challenge as a chance for growth rather than an insurmountable obstacle. The key takeaway here is that learning should never stop. Anyone who wants to achieve wealth must commit to continuous education. Knowledge is an asset that no one can take away from you, and when applied correctly, it can generate unlimited financial returns throughout your life.